Hello, my name is Stefan Hicks, and I have the pleasure to present the social media marketing plan for Sky Zone Trampoline Parks. It's a very lengthy report, and so I will hit some of the most important parts and the highlights of this plan in this presentation. Currently, Sky Zone has a wide range of uh, target market ranging from parents to professional athletes. However, many company executives don't recognize that trampoline parks as avenues to team building activities. They represent an untapped market segment, especially to small to medium sized business companies. The primary focus of the social media plan is to use the social media web as a means to attract, engage, and retain company executives as Sky Zone patrons. It's based on a comprehensive research of the company's current social media presence, its competitive analysis, and target market analysis. Um, Through the thorough examination, this is our following recommendation. First, let me say that the social media goals of this plan for Sky Zone include strengthening the brand primarily among business executives, market segment, driving word of mouth recommendations, increasing foot traffic in the trampoline parks, and search engine optimization. We're going to use a comprehensive set of social media strategies to achieve these goals. Those strategies include listening, interacting, engaging, influencing um, the content that Sky Zone puts out on the social media web. In addition, this plan also describes how um, the social media efforts will be tracked and measured and evaluated. A detailed budget as well as a comprehensive analysis on return of investment is also included. So quickly, let's examine SkyZone social media present. Currently, SkyZone is using four social media platforms. Facebook is by far their most popular social media website, followed by YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Um, Upon analysis of these social media platforms, uh, with the exception of LinkedIn, have a good you have a good following. However, there seems to lack a lot of customer interaction and feedback between the consumer and SkyZone. Um, so, with that in mind, the strategies that will be deployed is SkyZone will intentionally interact with its current consumers and seek new consumers utilizing an engaging set of strategies for its social media marketing. Those strategies will include listening to the social web to determine where the SkyZone brand is being mentioned, interacting with consumers on Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, and engaging customers to drive word of mouth recommendations. So, again, the social media, we're going to continue to utilize those social media platforms. However, to use them in a different way, to be more intentional about responding to customer feedback and seeking customer feedback and encouraging customer feedback, and then being very responsive to that customer feedback. Um, so we're going to need several people to create content. We're also going to need social media managers. We're going to need content creators. And so these individuals, we will seek these following assignments: a social media specialist, a professional writer, and two social media multimedia content specialists. Um, we're also going to engage in monitoring our process by tracking and measuring and evaluating the social media activities. Um, Tracking will involve a plan that identifies keywords to find and follow relevant data on the social media. Um, the tracking plan will choose optimal topics of focus, select platforms with the greatest concentration of the target audiences, um, to monitor what our presence is. So we will be measuring using quantitative metrics, meaning that we will be analyzing what type of click-throughs each one of a particular post gets, shares, likes, quantitative data. Finally, well, not finally, um, so let's talk about the budget. The budget for SkyZone is, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to need a multimedia content specialist of a salary of about $50,000. Um, we need a content and copyright a writer, which is about another $50,000. We're going to need 2 social media marketing specialists with a combined total of $100,000. The content management and platform monitoring service for these platforms is relatively low. We will use Hootsuite to schedule content and also utilize it to track and monitor. So the total expenses for the budget include about $205,000. So the return of investment on this strategy, again, we're going to use proxy ROIs to measure the long-term impact of the social media investment on consumer response. Again, they can include both quantitative and qualitative measurements of the number of views, social shares, and things of the like. And so that is our recommendations for SkyZone.